They have great range on them, and they can really deal out some damage, especially to roaches. And as a Protoss player, generally you sometimes expect roaches.
Yeah, more often than not, if you're a Protoss player, you will expect roaches. Probably a roach and infestor heavy build.
So here we have the Mutalisk on the way over to the Protoss player's base. He's going to sneak around, and my guess is he's going to hit that mineral line right in the sweet spot because he knows that that natural isn't up and running yet, and the entire army of our Protoss player is at the front door, and he is doing a double-sided attack, taking out those cannons at the same time, knocking out all of those probes. That is just devastating damage.
Death from above. Oh, and he was not able to cancel the expansion in time, so he will lose the 400 minerals on that expo.
He has
I'm
six.
thinking this is going to be the game pretty soon here.
This would be a GG unless he has some sort of magic card up his sleeve. He has 6 probes versus 47 drones, and army wise, he is definitely outnumbered here. The Zerg player can easily grab his the high yield and another base if he wanted to, which I'm surprised he hasn't just yet, or just gone in there and finish off the Protoss player.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that we didn't just see him in the game right there. He could have easily, without having to go and actually kill the rocks to take this third, could have easily just pushed and probably ended this game.
He could have, and our Protoss player is actually trying to rebuild here, and he is looking to push out with this army. He, quite possibly could do some work with the force fields, but I don't see the possibility of this army holding off the size of that Zerg army and also the ability to replenish it so quickly.
Yeah. I mean, the Zerg army is just nasty if you let them get to where they can just replenish their army as quickly as they can.
So here we have another engagement, and the Roaches will get their little hug around the entire Protoss army. Mutalisks are taking out all of the Stalkers. Sentries go down, and that is it for the Protoss army. So there's the GG.
Yeah, there's the GG from Doomfail.
So what do you think the Protoss player could have done a little different there, just to help him out? I mean, do you think it was a scouting issue? I mean, he had the right idea behind it. Maybe it was just he turtled up a little too much instead of going for more of that economy when it was safer for him to do so.
Yeah, I think what might have been a little bit more viable for his playstyle would have been to throw down less photon cannons and a few more gateways and opt for getting more zealots to deal with the ground army and some more stalkers.
I mean, I am seeing here workers created 61 to 28. That is a big difference, and in any game, you want to keep making those harvesters.
Yep, you gotta keep up. I've listened to many people talk about this game, and one thing that everyone says is that you always have to be producing drones. You can never stop producing. If you're not producing a drone, you're not doing what you need to be doing.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to get ready to jump into another game. So give us just a second to go ahead and get ourselves set up.
hmm We're gonna try to work on some of these technical difficulties.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta fix this right now. Matt, are you there?
Had some technical difficulties. Me
Can
meaning
you hear me at all?
No, they could hear you.
Oh,
They
okay.
can hear you, it's just quiet.
I thought you said Matt. Are you there?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had some technical difficulties. Called the girlfriend.
Uh,
Stopping by, getting camping gear.
All right, so let's see. Right now, we'll wait till the commercial's over.
Actually, if you can spam a few of them. Oh shit. Okay, so the brackets are up. You can show that.
Okay, so we are back from our commercial break, and we're just talking here with Thunders, who's basically our moderator for the tournament. So go ahead, Matt.
Oh yeah. Well, we are in our second round. We are going to have Shumo versus Stim Schizo, Plus Minus versus Myraid, Stim Mel versus Johnny, and Flavalanche versus Azrael. These are all going to be really, really good matchups. All of them are high diamond or master players, with the exception of 2, but they just don't ladder as much. They are great players. You two can pick whatever one you guys are going to enjoy with the crowd.
Okay, so
Um,
I
I'm
think
going to go talk to the players.
go for it. I think what we should do is let our viewers pick who they might be interested in watching. I mean, so far you've seen us cast 2 games, Azrael and Shumo. This is a best of 3, remember, guys. So I'm sure that you're going to want to see how the rest of this carries out. So, we'll give it a few seconds for you all to voice your opinion as to who you might want to watch play. And if we can't come to a decision, then Streiks and I will go ahead and just randomly choose one. Alright, so we have a vote for plus minus. And Streiks, are you there?
I am here.
Strikes, you have a vote?
I vote for whatever I guess the viewers are going to vote for. I mean, I'm not going to go against the will of the people that are going to be supporting us. I mean,
I know you want to watch my games all the time because, I'm just like an awesome silver player, but
yeah,
I actually deserve my own league. It's called plastic. Maybe rubber.
yeah, maybe, I don't know.
I think it'd be interesting to have a rubber league.
I'm gonna put a little vote in here, a little influence. I'm gonna say either stick, with watching Shumo. Shumo and Schizo is probably gonna be a really good matchup. Or you can. A lot of people want to see Flavalanche and Azrael. I think one of those 2 would be your best choice.
Okay. So it's down to Shumo or Schizo. So I guess we'll go ahead and I don't know. I'd kind of like to see Shumo and Schizo play this out, especially Schizo being, he's also a STIM member. All of these members or players are part of the STIM community. But it'd be nice to watch some more Zerg play, especially out of Shumo. I think it'd be good to see what he's capable of doing. I mean, we know what Azrael's capable of doing.
Absolutely, yeah, we know that most of these players are just more than capable of just wreaking havoc onto their opponents, but it really comes down, it's like watching 2 Rams pretty much on National Geographic just butt heads until someone has to eventually give up. I mean, this tournament has so far just been pretty close games thus far. I mean, it's going to get better from here. I can tell you that already.
Well, what I've been hearing about the other games...
Water break.
Go ahead. The other games, from some side messages, were that they were close games. So we are definitely looking at a nice roundup here, especially in the semifinals, and I'm looking forward to seeing who makes it out to the finals. So I think we're going to jump into to Shumo and Schizo's game. So I just messaged our moderator over there to go ahead and get that set up for us. And our map pool for this round in round of 8 is going to be between Delta Quad, Crossfire, and Shattered Temples.
All very good maps. A lot of people have... I'm getting some feedback. Is someone there?
Yeah, I think I'm getting feedback.
Let me turn that off.
I'm getting, I've heard a lot of people within the last few months, especially now that some of the newer, bigger maps have come out, talk kind of badly about Delta Quadrant, saying that, the map layout isn't that good, and the map, it's just a weird map and all that, but that almost makes it harder to play on, so you really see a big difference in caliber of players. You see the better players rise on this map, and you see the lower players just fall behind and crumble on this map. I mean, I think it's a good map to throw into the round of 8.
I do like that map a lot. I also like Crossfire. I mean, Crossfire is it's a fun, fast-paced map.
And it's all about positioning. So, I mean, if you have your play refined, then all you have to do is just be on top of your positioning on this map and see the right spots, and you're gold. It's good.
Alright, so I'm going to see where the status is of this game that's getting set up. Matt, any news for us so we can go ahead and get that going?
They're supposed to be inviting you right now.
Great.
Double check for you right now.
It's awesome. We have to be invited. Alright, so I think we're going to be seeing some Shattered Temple play, assuming from my message from Thunders. So I think we will be on MLG version of Shattered Temple. And we will be watching Shumo and now my screen is acting weird. Shumo and Schizo. Shumo is is he one of our master players? Do you know, Strikes?
Shumo is one of our master players. He is a master Zerg player.
Right, and Schizo. Do we have any? I don't have my rankings up here with me.
Schizo, let me check here.
I think Schizo is one of the diamonds.
Schizo is a diamond player, yes.
He's a high platinum, and I'm pretty sure he beats out most diamonds. Very good. He just doesn't ladder very much.
You know, some people laddering just really isn't their thing. I mean, I know it's not my thing because, like I said, I deserve my own bracket. But some people just don't like laddering.
You know, I've grown to be more of one of those people. I think it's a mix between some just playing against cheesy builds that I have a hard time playing against because I'm more of a macro player. And I don't know why I would waste time against cheesers when I can just join a custom game with some people and play against higher tiered players and make myself a better player at the same time. The other reason is I'm bitter because I'm silver too, because I liked it in Brood War where you could go against anybody at any time, and you could go up against pro if they weren't always playing custom games in Brood War. But yeah, I mean, I tend to prefer that kind of a style, but this one, it works for a lot of people, so no complaints.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I personally didn't play Brood Wars. In fact, I wasn't a really big StarCraft fan until StarCraft 2 came out. I guess I'm one of those mainstream guys when it came to that. But I did really enjoy watching other casts and other people go for it. So here we are set up, and I guess we're ready to get started. So let me let these guys know to queue it up.
We are not. I am downloading the map right now. We almost started without me. There we go.
You are slow. I think 56K needs to be a thing of the past for you.
56K, get out of here.
Oh, sorry. You must be on, I don't know, what, 26?
Uh-huh. Funny. I'm going to get that. I was actually AFK. I was not AFK. I was Alt-Tab. And I'm going to step out really quick to put a fan in my window because it is ridiculously hot in my room, so I will be right back.
Yes, I don't know why people, like my co-commentator and clan leader, they live in the heat. I'm in Texas, and it's 100 and something degrees out here.
It's a cool 85.
And you're living in heat. You know, I lived in Europe where it was kind of an icebox for me in Ireland, and coming back to this, it's just dreadful. I'm sure for you it's just absolutely painful, isn't it?
It's horrible. Can't stand it. That's a new fact. I did not know you lived up in Ireland. That is the one place I want to go.
You know, a lot of people think it's all green and nice, and it actually is a really nice country. A lot of boozers over there, as expected, and the pub life is great. Learned a lot about the culture. Beer.
Beer.
All right, so we are underway. Strikes, are you back yet?
I am back.
Awesome.
Indeed, I've been listening to the stories of the Irish.
So here we have Shumo Zerg and Stim Schizo. We're just going to call him Schizo as our other Zerg player. They are going to be spawning close spawn. It's going to be Shumo on the upper left side and Schizo on the lower left side as our pink Zerg player. I'm really looking forward to this. I love close position games.
Most Zerg players hate close position games on this map because the Zerg will not have a lot of time to expand most of the time, and Zerg can be contained very easily on this map. But having a Zerg versus Zerg at close positions, I mean, here we go. We'll see how it turns out.
Exactly. I mean, it's the fact that they don't like it which makes it all the more entertaining for us viewers. Because you get to see all the weird things that they possibly come up with and some of the strategies that they have to pull off to make this fight happen for them. It's not easy.
No, it is definitely not. You know, they already knew that it was close spawns once their overlords reached the water because they could see each other's overlords. You know, you already know at that point, okay, now my game style has to change a little bit differently because I am in a close position and I'm gonna have to scout that much quicker. I'm gonna have to be on top of my game.
Exactly. So here we